we've built our programming and our content and all the good stuff we're doing to be extended and built upon. It's just a launching pad for all of our clients. We want you to take the core concepts that we can help share with you and go crazy. I mean, seriously, the best thing that happens to us on a daily basis is our clients come to us and tell us something that we've either never thought of or never done, or have to go, that's interesting. How do we make that happen?
Welcome back to the Navigate People First podcast, where we celebrate people, partnerships, and purpose behind well-being. I'm Troy Vincent, founder and CEO of Navigate, joined by our ambassador of technology, Jeremy Knipper. Today's podcast, we're going to tell a story that truly captures what gratitude in action looks like. We're joined by our friends, longtime partners at the University of Kansas Health System, a remarkable organization with over 20,000 employees who not only care for patients, but care deeply for one another and their community. Our focus today is on how UKH is expressing gratitude by living it through creative well-being challenges, meaningful giving initiatives, and a shared culture that connects people to purpose. Welcome back, everybody, to the People First podcast. Our theme today is gratitude in action and how giving back builds community. And we are so happy to be joined by our friends from UKH, Sahn and Janelle Shafer. Ladies, thanks for joining us. I just want to get started by, letting the audience know a little bit about you guys. So, Sahn, give us a little bit of background. Maybe tell us about your role and what drew you into the work around well-being.
Yeah, sure. So both Janelle and I are wellness coordinators with the University of Kansas Health System. We facilitate their wellness program for employees. And I've been with them for about 2 years now. And first time in corporate wellness, first time in healthcare. I do have a passion for fitness and wellness, and I have a lot of experience and qualifications in that. So it's been a great experience to come from a fitness setting to a corporate setting and to look at wellness in a different aspect and to bring my ideas and whatever I have to those in the health care and corporate setting.
Fantastic. And Janelle, you're part of this incredible wellness team too. Maybe give us a little bit of background and how you're working around well-being as well.
Yeah, so just like what Sahn said, still in the same wellness coordinator. Funny story, Sahn was actually the one that recruited me. So we already kind of had a relationship outside of work. Similar to Sahn, I do have a passion in wellness and like fitness. I actually graduated college with a kinesiology, health and exercise science degree. And on the side, I do like coaching, group classes, HIIT, all that stuff. So that's always been a passion. My brother's actually a doctor in healthcare. So I've always been inspired and looked up to that of just like helping other people. So when Sahn let me know about this position, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never even really knew that corporate wellness was a thing. And so really looked into it more, and it was really exciting, and just being able to help people in every day, and pursue different things besides just like the physical aspect, the mental side too. And I've actually just been in this role for probably a little over a year now. So still kind of new, but I've loved every bit of it.
Fantastic. We talk about culture, care, and clinical at Navigate quite a bit. And with UKH being one of the largest in top health systems in the country, nearly 20,000 employees, you guys have just countless stories that you share with us around compassion and service. How would you explain culture? What does it feel like inside UKH? Maybe tell that story a little bit for our folks listening in.
Yeah, I think culture for the health system is very community-based, more family-based as well. And it's because of the patient care. So every single employee is out there to bring the best care possible to patients. And so you have to have a high level of empathy and towards people in general. And so I think that's where the culture comes in, because we do need to focus on those patients, also, physically, but emotionally, mentally. And so I think it all draws back to a culture of community and family.
When you think about gratitude as part of your workplace culture, how does that show up at UKH as well?
For me personally, I think that I need to have be grateful for relationships with people. Our job is very people facing. We do have to care for employees to make sure that they're giving the best care. And so it's building relationships and building rapport is what I'm grateful for. And I do hold that highest priority just in my personal life. So it really helps me to bring it to a workplace setting.
I love it. Jay, one of the things that we found when we work with groups is there's a culture that is existing that they want to augment with particular things inside their well-being program. And we want to keep that good framework that they have. And so that configurability of our system to be able to create programs that are already authentic to the organization, but they want to extend it into potentially the community. To maybe talk about that configuration and how our technology uses that ability to do that.
Yeah, our flexibility and what the platform is able to deliver extends beyond just what we're doing for employees. We want to be able to extend that out to family members, dependents, and even people in the community. And one of the most impressive things I've seen going down in our groups that are in the Kansas City area are their competition with each other. We've built out the capabilities to support working back and forth with various employer groups, running community challenges. We support our health systems in their community efforts in reselling well-being products. And basically, we're just always open to listen to the ideas that anybody within our sort of circle of people have, and they want to expand what they're doing. They want to, bring those concepts and ideas out into the community, whether it be through their employer, whether it be through partnerships, whether it be through getting products out there or delivering something that's specific to them and their needs. We want to make sure that our platform is able to provide that. And that means a whole lot of different things. That means an enormous amount of flexibility, but we're always open to expanding the reach of the good that the people that we support are able to do. That's a core concept for us.
We have appreciated the flexibility of the platform. We have our challenges, which we'll speak about soon. But when we have our step challenges, we know that we can get a sync device, but then also we love the flexibility of the opportunity for our employees to also manually enter their steps. So we're able to offer a service that is a little bit more customized to our employees, and we have appreciated that.
Oh, I'm glad.
Thanks, Sahn. Appreciate that. Hey, Janelle, when you think about, balancing digital tools in our platform and campaigns with that personal face-to-face touch points that you do, maybe talk about how that really builds a connection with people and in the work that you're doing on the face-to-face with the digital tools associated with your program.
Like what you mentioned, like they go hand in hand, right? Like it's really hard when you have like a technology error, but then trying to like assist people via like email or something like that. And so just being able to like make those connections and then showing them all the resources that we truly do have, especially like through the portal. And again, adding to like what Sahn said, making it customized. Like we can take that feedback from what people have mentioned to us because of those personal interactions and be like, oh, you want more financial resources? Great. Well, we can partner with Navigate to figure out what other financial resources they have. And then we can make that for you. Or sometimes specific departments will reach out to us. So one in particular is like our IT department, and they love a lot of like EAP resources. So we've been able to like partner with our manager to be able to figure out what Navigate has to offer so that we can promote that to them. But none of that would be possible. Well, it probably would be, but it's a lot easier knowing that we've created those relationships with those people because of face-to-face interactions to hear what they need which then thankfully, like through you guys and Navigate, you guys can help give those needs to those people.
And speaking of people, at last count, there were 4 of you on your team helping to serve nearly 20,000 people. You've got an amazing wellness champion network distributed out throughout your organization. Maybe Sahn, touch on those wellness champions and how they help communicate in that critical component of your program.
Basically, our wellness champions are just like us. They're people who are passionate about wellness. They prioritize their own wellness, and they really just want to share it and promote it wherever they are. And so we have our big network within the health system that we allow them to freely just share resources that we have provided through the portal, through our Navigate portal. And then any initiatives that we have as well, they just share it because they're the ones that are there in the departments. They're working with the employees daily. They're more face-to-face than we are. And so they're the ones that really get the word out for us. And in the beginning, we started with around 35 and now we're at 106. So it's growing. And I think our ultimate goal is we want every single person to be a wellness champion because we want them to be able to be championing their own wellness journey. And so that's our big goal. And that's what we want for everybody.
I love this part of the story because how you built community being such a natural pillar in well-being in what we do every single day, especially within our healthcare systems and like UKHS. When you think about the community aspect of your program, maybe talk about how that's become an X factor. And then we're going to get into this, how you guys have, in your very competitive nature of you, challenged other health systems and other organizations throughout your community and beyond your community. But maybe talk about that natural pillar of community and how you guys define that and engage in your well-being program.
Yeah, it's kind of like a strength in numbers type aspect. And we're trying to seek other people who have the same ideals and same goals as us. We look out towards, it's word of mouth really to ask people who's out there that wants to have that community outreach. And so we like to create challenges and we like to bring other corporations in the area to see, do you want to have a competition with us, but also do you want to be able to serve and help and get out into the community at the same time? So that is, competitive, but also it's a great and positive result in the end.
Well, and I would add too, what we're super lucky about is our leadership is also super passionate about it as well. Like they want us to collaborate with other organizations. They're very much about we are a team. So like nothing is possible, especially within the health system. Like everyone helps facilitate in terms of patient care. And so you need to create those relationships. And I think that's the same as giving back to the community. Like we all need to help support each other. Especially with some of the times like those hard things like mental health and all those things. So with those challenges, it's like a good opportunity for us to meet other people and share those passions, just like what Sahn mentioned.
I love it, you guys. And what I love is Jeremy behind the scenes standpoint, being able to configure these programs we're going to get into that really connects gratitude and volunteerism and makes that connection across departments and, even between, different, locations, whether it be in Mission, Kansas or the downtown, hospital in Kansas City. Maybe talk about how, we're able to really collaborate with teams and really make it their own program and their own culture and how we illustrate that.
For most of our clients are looking to do something that is specific to their culture, their values, and their goals and what they want to achieve. And when someone comes to us with a novel idea or something that we haven't done before, we jump all over it. We built our platform. We've built our service model. We've built our entire organization around supporting that. So when someone says, I want to include gratitude, I want to include volunteerism, in something that would usually be sort of a physical based focus or maybe water or nutrition, we jump at the opportunity. We're excited about that. We get to learn, what you value and where we can take those lessons and apply it. And hopefully that, makes our programming and capabilities better for everybody else. And it's not that challenging. We've built it to be flexible, and we've built our programming and our content and all the good stuff we're doing to be extended and built upon. It's just a launching pad for all of our clients. We want you to take the core concepts that we can help share with you and go crazy. I mean, seriously, the best thing that happens to us on a daily basis is our clients come to us and tell us something that we've either never thought of or never done, or have to go, that's interesting. How do we make that happen? And it's not the easiest thing on earth, but it's certainly the most gratifying when we can make it happen, make whatever you want to achieve happen. That's sort of the best thing about working at Navigate, is being able to come up with these ideas, or being able to support someone in their idea. And it's usually incredibly valuable. Our partners that come up with these kind of ideas are the most successful partners we see, because they're the ones that are so invested in their people, themselves. Leadership's invested, they're invested in the community. And you see that sort of circle of fulfilling yourself and fulfilling what's going on around you.
Yeah, in Sahn and Janelle, you use these challenges in your program overall to really show people that you're not just about physical health; it's about connecting and giving back. So let's get into this. Let's talk about the Step into Spring and Caring for KC. Where do these ideas come from? Maybe tell the audience a little bit about these programs and how you champion these within your program and within your community.
So these ideas, they come from leadership. Like Janelle said earlier, leadership really support everybody's wellness. And so it's our leadership that bring these ideas to us, and we just run with it and create something that is accessible and able for everybody to participate and be impactful. Step into Spring, it started before I was here, and it's just grown each year. And we've just been able to, challenge other health systems. And this year we had a new health system that we challenged to just reach them and see if they're interested, and to get their employees involved. It's just being able to let the employees know that work can also be a place of fun and comfort, and that they can be, relax in some type of way, and they can do something that they like to personally do and bring it to work if they like. And so it's just creating camaraderie within your departments. Same thing with Caring for KC. We introduced a volunteer aspect as well as a step challenge. And it really was very impactful on our side. We were up against Garmin, and we didn't realize how great it was going to be, or how positive we were going to get feedback from it. A lot of learning curves as well, but serving the community is a big thing. We didn't realize how many employees actually already serve and volunteer out in the community. So this is something we wanted to find out. So we've got a lot of stats, a lot of things to do, a lot of room for growth. And that is what we're excited about, is being able to continually reach our employees, continually reach the community.
The best part, I think, with these challenges too, is it's definitely kind of like a brainstorming session. Like, our leadership kind of comes with this idea of like, hey, what would it look like if we partnered with other big corporations in Kansas City? Okay, well, what do we want that challenge to look like? And I think it was someone on our team who was like, well, what if we just, instead of stepping, like, focused on giving back and volunteering? Like, that's important. Like, there's a lot of organizations that need volunteers, and it's like, okay, that's a great idea. Let's keep building on that. And so without the team, like, we wouldn't have been able to get to that. And then, yeah, to Sahn's point, afterwards, because I was able to actually go to one of the events, like, I heard so much feedback. And we have, in the health system, we have over 20,000 employees. So they're stretched all over. Some are remote, some are on site. And so I actually got to talk to one gal who was a social worker and another gal who was in the Osawatomie campus. And they were just raving about it. They were like, this is awesome. We love volunteering. It's been cool to meet other people from Garmin. And then we would be getting emails about, hey, can you highlight this volunteer? Can you do this? And so it's awesome to see how an idea from leadership who encourages that community aspect to then our brainstorming session of how are we going to execute this to then being a part of it, especially after our first year, is just exciting to see, okay, how can we do that next year? I mean, and obviously we couldn't have done it without Navigate because it's like, okay, well, how do we log these volunteer hours? What does it look like? Because people are going to want to see it digitally. So it's been just really cool to see that overall fruition of these challenges year over year and how we can make it even more impactful every year.
I certainly appreciate the collaboration that goes on. There's a lot of wonderful people doing wonderful things in the communities and the businesses that we have. And I love that you guys were, challenging Garmin in the greater Kansas City area, and then also challenging Prisma Health over in South Carolina, that health system. And Jay, I know you got data behind these efforts. And so maybe share a few stats around outcomes when it comes to like the illustration of the impact of when you engage, gratitude in the community into these challenges, what we're seeing in the engagement of those programming.
I love hearing about our partners doing this simply because it makes me feel like I was able to contribute just a little bit, and that we were able to
back to our population health roots.
Exactly. That's our history is in, helping communities out there. And while I don't know that we do it directly, we certainly are helping indirectly. For the UKH population and the Garmin population, we saw people getting significantly active, averaging 150,000 steps per employee through the challenge, just shy of what Garmin did. They went over 238, which, I would say technically they may have won the challenge when it comes to physical activity, but when it comes to hearts and minds and value of what we put out into the world, I think our friends on the podcast today clearly won. 231 hours of volunteerism coming from that organization. Couldn't be more thrilled than that. And Garmin coming in a strong second at 174 hours of volunteerism. So we put into the world about 400 hours of giving back to the community. And to me, that's all the result I need from a population challenge like that. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That creates more giving, more contribution out there in the world.
It's wonderful. You think about, again, we go back to culture, thinking about the culture of the servant mentality of UKH, thinking about the community, all the support coordinators and the wellness team, bringing these things together to a community initiative, the volunteer hours out into the community, but then also working with our friends from Lockton. We're able to give financial give back as well within these programs. We appreciate Lockton's support and teaming up with Navigate to do that. Maybe talk about Sahn, the Friendship Inn, who received a financial contribution from all this work that folks did and volunteering and kind of the boots on the ground. We actually kind of help that community group Friendship Inn.
Yeah, we've been able to support the Friendship Inn on most of our challenges for Step into Spring. They're our recipient that we choose. They provide accommodation for patients and their families. So when patients have to travel from out of state or far away to get care at the health system, the accommodation's there for their families and for them to be able to get the care that they need, but be able to have family support with them. So that's our community feel, and that's what we like to provide families and patients. So it's very near and dear to our hearts because we do want to make sure that everyone's taken care of. So we're very proud that we could support them in this way.
Sahn and Janelle, when you think about the programs you're doing right now, when you think about the sustainability and what keeps people, the movement, what keeps the momentum and the movement going on throughout the year, maybe tell us about some things that you guys are doing that, some of the unique strengths that you guys are doing within your program for those listening out there.
Yeah, so we utilize the portal a lot. So we make sure that we organize initiatives. So we have a wellness journey wall that we switch around quarterly. We put various activities, a chance for people to earn points and to get prizes, branded prizes from us when they earn a certain amount of points. But we change that up throughout the year to keep people engaged. We also do face-to-face initiatives that we really like to be with the employees at those. So we have lunch on the lawns, and we do puppy yoga and puppy presents at those lunch and lawns. So we try to make sure we're engaging in person as well. So it's probably mine and Janelle's favorite thing, I would say, is to be in front of people. And so we've been trying to get in front of people, not just at those initiatives, but also new hire orientation. We try to get in front of them there, introduce ourselves to new hires and all that fun stuff. We love to visit them at departments with candy. I know, you know, all in moderation, but we just love that. So people facing is very important, and keeping people engaged on the portal throughout the year.
What I would add on to is just going back to, again, like listening to what people want through those engagements. Also, we do meet weekly as a team. And so we get to debrief on like, okay, like, how did that challenge go? What do we think? I mean, I know specifically for caring for KC, we were all kind of holding our breath a little bit because we didn't know if we were going to have very many people sign up, because everyone knew Step into Spring. Everyone loves Step into Spring. They rave about it. Like, that is our health system Super Bowl. But I know they changed the challenger for this past year that was to help revamp it. And so that was really something we were able to communicate that got people excited, because then when we went and visited departments, they're like, oh, well, are we going to win again? Like, is it the same challenger? And it's like, well, no, actually you guys crushed it last year. So we're having to go outside the state and find other people. And so even with this Caring for KC challenge, it's just being like, it's not Step into Spring. It is totally different. Has just been an opportunity to get people more invested. And then, like what Sahn said, using more opportunities to be on site and just to talk about it, and then to show people the resources we have on our portal has been huge, to get them to realize that there's more than just like what they're getting in their communications email and content like that.
Well, every time we talk to you guys, one thing that stands out is the people, and to have you two and two others leading such a wonderful program, getting into the community, giving back, getting people thinking about serving others outside the walls of UKH. It's one of those things that I would say we feel a lot of gratitude to be able to work with you and be able to extend that message. And so kudos to you guys for empowering all the wonderful things you guys do at UKH. We're proud to be your partner and proud of the things you guys do. When we think about celebrating, we always have a culture of celebration here at Navigate too. So we have to end our podcast with the best day ever. So Jay, lead the way. Maybe you want a favorite thing, a win, people, culture, what all these things make this thing work, but maybe a best day ever for you today, Jay.
Yeah, for me, it's I don't want to say a small win, but it's a piece of gratitude that I'm excited about, is that we have a tradition where on Halloween, local employees are able to bring in their kids, and they always dress up, and we have like little activities and candy for them. But it is the cutest, most adorable thing to have, 20 children.
There's some good costumes coming from
I love to
Navigate folks, and it's fantastic.
I love to see it. So our Halloween party is my best day ever.
It's not a small event.
No.
Sahn, what do you got over there?
Oh, this is hard. I've got so many rewarding and awesome days, but I think and I was trying to share with Janelle, but now I've changed it. Probably my favorite thing ever to do is to be somebody's cheerleader. So I don't actually have any personal goals of my own to achieve anything personally. I just like to see other people succeed. Sorry. I like to see other people succeed. And I love to attend any type of event. So Janelle and I are coaches at a CrossFit gym together. And our members, they sign up for CrossFit competitions. I personally don't do that. I go and watch and I cheer and I yell. And it is my favorite absolute thing to do is to go and cheer somebody on when they're working hard, when you're seeing how well they're doing. And I love being there for my kids, but there was one competition that I went to and I went every single day, all day, just to cheer these people on. And it was my favorite thing ever.
And I guarantee you they were thankful and heard your voice. That's awesome support.
See people succeed is so rewarding for me, even if it has nothing to do with me. I just love watching people succeed. I love it.
Love it. Janelle, how about you?
Oh man, I'm like Sahn. When we were reading that question, I was just like, well, I don't know. I got a lot. I don't know. I think one. Can I say two? Can I say like two?
You do what you want.
Okay, great. Okay. I would probably say because I saw the part about like a personal win and that aspect. And I think one of them would just be, before this, I worked in retail. I was an assistant store manager for the company Lululemon, and I'd been there for 8 years. And I am very much like a creature of habit. And I was like, I'm happy here. I don't need to leave, like blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, well, I don't know. Like, maybe there's something else out there. I don't know how much longer I want to do retail because it's a hard schedule, like you work your holidays, you work your weekends, all that. And so when Sahn reached out to me and just mentioned to me about this job, I was just super excited to like actually apply and like take that step and like do something new because like I'm so happy. I was so happy at my other job, and I've realized that you can be happy in a lot of different jobs and it's okay to make a change because no one likes making change. Like change is uncomfortable, whether or not they believe it. So that was like a personal win aspect. But my favorite day ever was probably on a whim. My boyfriend and I we had a long weekend. And so literally we just got in the car, went on a little trip, and we went to Nebraska and hung out there, and we like went to the zoo and like did all these things. And it was just praying to like not have a plan and to just go. Cause it was really like, okay, pack a bag. We're driving. Don't know where. Ended up in Nebraska. And I have found out I like Nebraska. So who would have thought?
Hey, that Omaha Zoo is legit, isn't it?
Yeah, really. It really is actually. Like everyone should go. I mean, zoos aren't just for kids. Everyone should go.
Hey, Caroline Vincent likes that zoo. If you have to go there at least twice a year. Well, hey, my best day, frankly, is just, it's just a powerful reminder that gratitude isn't just something we feel, it's something that we do. And the fact that we get to hear the stories and we get to see organizations like UKH, putting this into action, this is the best thing for me. It's a ripple effect. It goes far beyond the workplace. It's something that we do to reach families. We get to reach communities. We get to really just impact lives and impact the communities and those that might need a little bit of extra help. And so that's my best day of being able to do that. And we just thank you all for the work that you do. Thank you for the incredible time and spirit that you bring to your jobs and being able to connect what you do for the employees at UKH, but then also reaching out across your walls into the community and even your state borders and challenging other groups to do good. So we really appreciate you guys. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Navigate People First podcast. If you're looking for inspiration, we got ideas. Ask us. We got wonderful people like Janelle and Sahn that give us advice and how we engage folks. And we're here to help you build a great culture and create care and help those that need the support that they need.
Your account managers are great too.
And our account manager.
Yes.
Sahn.
Shout out to Lindsay, Kim, and Sarah.
Yeah.
We love you.
Sarah.
Yes.
That's another best day right there. I love it. Well, until next time, keep leading with gratitude and always, as we say, navigate, keep doing good things. Janelle, Sahn, thanks for all that you do. Thanks for all that you guys do out there in the HR space. Thanks for listening in, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.